Alrighty. I'll shoot another little video while I'm heading back to my hotel. As long as this person doesn't decide to hit me, we are good to go. Beautiful. Like I said, some of these streets are actually very well lit. Some of them are not lit at all. And then it makes it 10 times harder when people don't have their porch lights on to see a legit address. Unless I see one, and I'm like, okay, then I can figure out how the numbers go. Because sometimes they go like by twos, where it'll be 5,000, it'll be 5,001, 5,002, 5,003. And then I just have to figure out what side the evens and odds are on, because every street changes. One street, the evens will be on the left, and the odds will be on the right. The next street, the odds will be on the right, or the odds will be on the left, and the evens will be on the right. So like I said, it just varies street to street. So, but it is what it is. I'm getting used to it. Because like with Rockford, then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go to Rockford. I'm like, yeah, this is on this side of the street versus this is on this side of the street. So kind of like how I love knowing two different areas, like especially I know Rockford, Belvedere, Machesney Park, Loves Park, South Beloit, Parks, Wisconsin. I do know those areas. Same thing with Galveston. I know the whole lot. Like today, I just did an order out to Lamarck. Oh no, it was Texas City or Lamarck? I think it was Lamarck, yeah, because it wasn't Texas City, it was Lamarck. I went through Texas City to get to Lamarck. I hate border one another. And just off the island. So. And Joe's ex-girlfriend called me today. His child's mother, I should say. She wanted to know how court went. I had to give her my new number, so yeah, by the way, I said I got a new number, so yeah, and I told her about the minivan. Said I was just down for the court date. She goes, why in the hell are they prolonging this? I said, I have no idea. I said, I thought they should have been, I said, we should have been going to trial by now. And now come to find out, yeah, he's not currently working, which I kind of had that feeling because the vehicle, got a letter stating that the vehicle was getting ready to go up for repossession anyway, that he hadn't made a payment since, I want to say, roughly May. Or he made his last payment in June, because I think he was with me when he made his last payment. Sorry, my nose itches a lot out here. Because I realized I itched my nose a lot more in my last videos. I was like, damn, I just itch my nose consistently. It's a bad habit. But yeah, so I cut it out like 6 times and I wasn't paying attention. I got this truck, so I'm trying to be as gentle as I can with this damn car. But yeah, so according to her, he is living in Sterling, which I knew. Because I told her, I said, yeah, he's living with Angela, the one who he paid her back rent on, and then she kicked him out after he paid all the back rent. And so, and she's like, yeah, she goes, I've seen him up at Sterling Walmart twice already. I said, yeah, my question is what happened to the right rear corner panel of the car. I said, because it looks like somebody hit him. Or he threw her into the car. Can't guarantee it. But yeah. She's like, I'm going after him for more child support. She goes, I thought I could last. She goes, I thought $200 would be fine per month for me. She said, no. I said, max him out in Illinois. I said, max him out. I said, get the max that you can get in Illinois. And she's like, but he's not working. I said, yeah. I said, so the whole thing is, if he goes to jail, he'll go to jail for non-payment of child support. Because like I said, one, he is not paying the car. So that's pretty much, I believe the car is probably already up for repossession, if it hasn't been repossessed already. Because I don't even know what car they showed up to in September. But he thinks because they don't have the address, they can't find it. It's just a matter of him doing something stupid. because he had his address changed to mine in Belvedere, but he's been getting it serviced at, like, I get the emails every now and then. He gets it serviced in Sterling. So, and I do have the information. I think I still have it. I may have thrown it out. I think I threw it out. But I can always, if they get another one, that when I go out in October, I can give him the information telling him that I know for a fact he's in Sterling. And I know for a fact he takes it to the CUNIS in Sterling. And they can always go question them to find out where the vehicle is if it's up for repossession. I have no issue squealing on his ass ever. Just did it to my ex-husband. So, but yeah. So, I told her, I said, if he goes to jail for non-payment of back child support, which it sounds like he might be on that list very shortly here, because I know Texas is strict too. But they weren't as strict as they were back in the 70s and 80s as they are now. Because there's a lot of men out there going, oh, I made a baby. I gotta take care of it for shit. So I said, max him out. Get him for everything he's worth. She goes, but he doesn't have a job. I said, yeah. I said, so then it's just a matter of time before he gets arrested. Like I said, and the sad part is that I really didn't have to stop. But I was being fucking nice. I almost fucking took out a goddamn Nissan. Because the douchebag just like, oh, I'm gonna turn. Motherfucker, I'm turning. But anyway, yes. So I told her, I said, well, then that'll make it easier. I said, so when he does have to go to jail for my portion of the crime, he'll already be there. And they'll just extend everything. They'll just add more time on. Like, right now, minimum, he's facing is 30 years in prison. And if he goes for child support, because he is a Class X felon, they're going to get him for the 30 years. Right there. He's going to do 30 years. He'll never see any. He's never seen any of his kids. He sees the baby once in a while. But that's about it. And she's struggling worse than I am right now. And I'm like, well, damn. I get it. So my unemployment just ran out. It was Thursday. I said, so I'm done. I said, I've been looking for jobs. I said, I'm probably going to be heading back to Illinois and be living back in Illinois. I feel I was a Pathfinder. So I have to hear their stuff. But yeah, so I know that he's not going to have the car anymore because it's going to go for repossession. So he's going to lose his car. Like, he lost his apartment. He lost all the shit with me because I have all that stuff. That's mine. That's fully mine. I own it now. It's been in my storage. Mine. So, and then he's lost his apartment. He's like, oh, I worked so hard after I got out of prison. I got all my stuff. Just took a couple seconds. Took a couple girlfriends. Took a couple girlfriends and actually took a couple ex-girlfriends and a girlfriend to fuck him over. Big time. Because he asked to move in with me. So yes, go ahead. And then my ex-husband kept telling everybody that told the park that he was living with me. And I'm like, he's not living with me. I'm like, I'm borrowing his car due to the fact mine is then... Good. So, that truck in the front, this one, and this one are all together. Bull for fucking trucks. legitimately. Granted, I'm in a truck. But I don't pimp my shit out. They're young thugs loving this pimp life. They'll eventually realize it ain't gonna get them anywhere. Once you get married, dudes, that shit's all gonna stop. Because that would annoy the fuck out of me. Actually, it's already annoying the fuck out of me. I'm exhausted. I'm trying to get back to my hotel so I can go to bed. Watch Hulu and myself because I'm exhausted. I do this shit to myself all the time. I have to overexhaust myself just to make sure I can legitimately go to sleep and actually have a decent night's sleep. I just realized I haven't been to Wingstop today. Sorry. Belching up Mexican from today.
A couple of my favorite bands for sure that are going to be Bring Me the Horizon.
But yeah, so, I mean, at this point in time, it's either going to be her or me getting in prison. But I think it's going to be her way before me. Because at this point, because I'm like, well, if he goes to prison, she ain't getting child support. I already knew that. And now I'm like, oh, now we know for a fact she ain't gonna get child support because, like I said, I told her, I said, max him out. Max him out for the state. I had to readjust myself. Maybe I am sure enough. Sorry, I was just double checking to make sure. What am I not seeing anything on my room? My door. I got my curtains fully closed. Alrighty, I'm back at my hotel. So, like I said, he's gonna lose a lot of stuff shortly. Like I said, the car's gonna be one. He's gonna lose a place to live. He's gonna lose her. So he ain't gonna have shit in the long term. He has fucked himself big time. Because my goal is to get him in prison, and now her goal is to get max amount on child support. So, both of us are gonna end up winning because when he goes to prison for back child support, she wins. When they convict him of my case, I win. So, it's gonna be a beautiful 2025 toward the end here. Hopefully. Either 2026 is gonna be the best year ever for me. Alrighty. I'm gonna post this video. See y'all later.